She had no idea that a single, casual joke at a crowded cafe would turn into the most unforgettable 24 hours of her life. It started as a laugh, a moment of light-hearted teasing, the kind that makes you feel a little superior without really thinking about it. She noticed him struggling with a handful of receipts and a grocery bag that threatened to spill over, a worn-out father trying to juggle his life alone. The moment her eyes landed on his exhausted face, something in her stirred, not pity, not judgment, but a spark of curiosity. She slid her credit card across the counter with a playful grin, pretending it was all a joke, as if saying, "Here, go ahead, treat yourself." She laughed, expecting a polite refusal, a polite smile, maybe a nod of thanks. Instead, he took it, bewildered, eyes wide, not with greed, but with disbelief and silent gratitude. If you believe in kindness and second chances, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Soul Tale, because this story will touch the depths of your heart. For a moment, she walked away, chuckling under her breath, thinking nothing of it. But life has a strange way of making us realize how small moments can ripple into waves of consequence. Later that evening, she couldn't shake the image of his worn sneakers scuffing against the tile floor, the tired slump of his shoulders under the weight of his child's backpack. She thought about the groceries he had managed to stack, the quiet dignity in his chaos, and for the first time, she wondered what it truly meant to struggle. Meanwhile, he walked home carefully, holding the small hand of his 7-year-old daughter, whose eyes sparkled with innocence and trust, unaware of the worry and sleepless nights that had shaped every step her father took. He used that credit card in ways she could never have predicted. He bought her daughter the winter coat she had been needing for months, a coat that would shield her from the biting cold during the long walk to school. He bought groceries that would last the week without forcing his little girl to go hungry. And with the last of the limit, he paid a utility bill that had been hanging over his head, threatening to cut off the lights that kept his home warm. Every swipe was calculated, every purchase deliberate, a silent testament to the pressure and heartbreak of living on the edge. He didn't splurge, didn't waste, didn't indulge himself. It was for her, the tiny girl who believed her dad could fix everything, even when he couldn't fix the world. She stayed awake that night, guilt gnawing at her. How could she have laughed? How could she have treated someone's desperation like a joke, not realizing the weight behind it? By morning, she found herself unable to go about her usual routine, compelled instead to know what had become of the man she had so lightly amused herself at. And then the unexpected happened. A message appeared on her phone. It was him, thanking her, but not with words of casual gratitude. His message painted a picture of struggle and survival, of fear and love, of nights he spent worrying whether he could keep a roof over their heads. The words were simple but piercing. "You don't know what this means to us. You've given my daughter warmth, my family hope, and me the courage to keep going." The next day, curiosity turned to action. She decided to see him, not to apologize, but to witness the life her joke had touched. And she saw it, a small apartment, humble but alive with laughter and the faint smell of baked bread. She watched him teach his daughter how to tie her shoelaces properly, how to pack her lunch, how to fold the blanket neatly at the foot of the bed. She saw the love between them, fierce and unbreakable, despite the harsh edges of the world outside. The father's eyes met hers across the room, not with shame or embarrassment, but with quiet acknowledgement. He had taken a moment of kindness and turned it into a shield against despair. She left that day transformed. She realized how thin the line between laughter and cruelty could be, how a casual joke could have life-altering consequences. But she also realized something far more profound. Kindness, even given lightly, has the power to lift burdens, to rekindle hope, and to make a difference in ways no one can predict. The man she laughed at had taught her humility, resilience, and the incredible strength of love under pressure. And in those lessons, she found herself weeping quietly, thankful to have witnessed a truth too often ignored: that miracles aren't always grand gestures. They are often small, deliberate acts of care. Before you continue watching, I want to ask you, if this story has touched even a part of your heart, please comment below. Share your thoughts, your experiences, or even just a word of kindness. Stories like this remind us why we must always believe in the good, in the small sparks that can light up a life. By the time 24 hours had passed since she gave him that credit card, she had changed. She had seen firsthand that humor can heal, but empathy can save. She had seen that struggle is never a punchline and that even the smallest gesture, made without thinking, can create ripples that reach far beyond our imagination. And she carried that lesson forward, forever altered, with a promise to herself: never to underestimate the power of kindness, never to dismiss the quiet battles of others, and always to remember that laughter is only truly beautiful when it uplifts, rather than diminishes. If this story touched your heart, if it moved something deep inside, please engage with this video, like, share, and subscribe to Soul Tale. Because in a world that sometimes forgets the value of small acts of kindness, every click is a reminder that hope, love, and empathy still matter.